Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 with your host, Hard Truck One. Hello everyone, welcome back to the farm. Um, I haven't really done anything since last episode on here. I did finish seeding. I believe we finally seeded 2 and 1 with corn. The other 3 6, 4, and 31. They have, I believe it's wheat. I believe they're wheat. And then 5 is just a grass field that we own. So, all right. So pretty much, yeah, we're in late spring, as you can see, because I have seasons mod in, and I have it set for 3 days as the spring as the thing. So, yeah, right now we're just I was just waiting. I was just working on uh, figuring out, thinking about rolling time forward. So, with that said, let's get going. Now, mind you, that we are doing the seasons mod, so I'm gonna have to roll it through at least 3 days. The rest of today, the first of spring, or the first of summer, the second of summer, into the third of summer, and then we'll see if our fields are ready to combine. If they are not, we'll probably have to roll it into the next day. So this is probably where it's going to probably just be kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, so, um, that. But you would think, oh, well, you have to wait. Well, no, I have another mod in that is called Fast Time, so here we go. Look at that. Through the night, through that day. Ooh, we got a great demand for corn. We don't have corn right now. Alright, so there's the second day. We don't have potatoes. We don't have that. Alright, here we go. So now it is late summer. Let's check our things. Now I'm hoping that the seasons mod is actually working with um, the fast forward thing, and not just driving me up a wall. So let's take a look and see if any of our fields are ready to harvest. No, they're not. A lot of them are still in the light green. All right, so we're gonna go another day. We'll roll it right through this day, right into this day. All right, let's take a look again. Oh, they're getting there. Some of them are anyway. Looks like one more day. Let's try one more day. Let's see if we can get all the way through for one more day. Now let's go to the daytime. Here we go. Here we go, about 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, let's see. Oh, cool. All right, so the 3 wheat fields, I believe those are wheat. Yep. So the 3 wheat fields are ready to go. These 2 are not ready to go yet. They still got some time to go. So which is good. All right, so let's grab the combine. Let's grab the combine and let's go see if we can get number 6. And you know what? I'm just gonna run to the combine. That way it gives you guys just a little bit of a thing. So I believe what we're gonna do pretty much is instead of storing all of this stuff, we're just gonna take it straight to um, the thing. I gotta switch out the head on this thing. Let me see if I can. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if they've modeled this. so that you can. Oh, wow, they have. Sorta. It's like you walk up the side and get in. Cool. Alright, get that little old pony motor going. There we go. Alright. Oop, wrong one. Oh, let's lift the front end up too. First. Alright, we're just gonna toss the corn head in here. Can we make it in there? Yes, we can. Alright. Alright, so lower that down. Go get the grain head. Now you might be wondering why I'm using this little guy. The reason is like I said, so basically I'm kind of trying to do kind of a little bit of a RP type of thing, sorta, with it where, this was actually left on the farm. I bought into this farm. And this was actually left here. So I didn't have to buy a combine because I had one already. So I ended up buying better tractors and better other equipment to be able to work the farm better, and that is the wrong way. That's the wrong way. That's going to the corn. That's going to the corn. We don't want to go to the corn yet. So we're going to head over here. Yeah, this is the one I need to go up. That's kind of like the bales and stuff that you see laying around. They're extras that the person that had this farm didn't need, and or didn't need or didn't want or didn't have time to sell it or something. So it all went basically to me. Alright, so we're going to start right here. Alright. Getting on a home, let's get her fired up. And here we go. There we are. We are motoring. And aside from the bales and stuff that we get, like I said, the grain is just going to get sold immediately. Basically, as soon as that big old red truck is full of grain, we are gonna head to one of the places, and we're gonna dump what we have and everything. I'm pretty sure the grain bins are completely empty, so we're not even gonna think about doing anything like that. As soon as we can get to a sustainable amount of money, which means that we have to basically cut our loss, our expenses down to pretty much zero. As soon as we can actually keep them down, put it down to at least zero, then and only then can we actually be able to think about storing. Oh, the brakes on this thing are really bad. Oops, I ran into that. Like I said, the brakes on this thing are pretty worse for wear. trying to get it in such a way that when I go to start, it will start. Alright, here we go. There we go. We'll make us around like this, all the way around. Don't know if I'm going to make it to the other end before I fill up. But we're going to at least try to make it all the way to the top. A lot of chaff being released from the rear of this thing. Alright. Get to the other end. Actually, you know what? This thing should actually be in low gear. There we go. A little slower, but it should be able to work good. It looks like we're gonna fill this thing. It looks like, you know, just doing 1 or 2 passes is gonna fill this. So I may have to think about running just circles around. And what I mean circles is basically when I come out the bottom, I'll just turn around and go back in if it hasn't filled up yet. I'll just turn around and go back in, and then I'll just keep going around and round and round and round until I get to a point where I have to either go up and down or something. So that way I can keep the pipe. It's basically what I'm trying to say is I'm going to try to keep the pipe on the outside of the field and everything. So. Actually, it looks like we're going to be able to get to the end of the field. Yeah, we're going to be able to get to the end of the field before we fill up. We'll definitely fill up on the run up, but it looks like I might be able to do a round and a half at least before I have to empty this. All right, we're gonna come up, raise. We're gonna slowly. There we go. All right. Ooh, don't want to roll this thing. I do kind of wish, I believe I've mentioned this 100 times already, but I'm going to mention it again until it actually gets until somehow it gets into the game. I do kind of wish that there was an independence braking mod, and kind of wish that maybe it was, you know, implemented in the base game, really. And what I mean by that, for those of you that don't know anything about farming and everything, on a lot of farm machines, such as like combines and tractors, they have a thing. They have what is called independent braking, and what that basically means is each tire inside. I don't know. Let's see. No, not on this one. You can't see it very well. But anyway, well, here, let me hop into one of the tractors real quick. Okay, so you see those 2 pedals right there by that yellow pedal right there? Those 2 pedals right there? If you can see those 2 pedals right there. Those 2 pedals are the brakes. And basically what it is there's a pedal for the left rear wheel, and there's a pedal for the right rear wheel. Okay. Now what happens is when you step on, if you step like in the center of both of those pedals, you activate both brakes. So both brakes essentially start brake. They stop the vehicle. Now, what independent braking does is you step on this left pedal, it stops, it only activates the left brake on the left tire here. So what that does is essentially it makes, so essentially what it does, and I'll show you here I'll show you. So okay, I'm gonna demonstrate on the right side. So the right side, the right brake. I turn to the right, okay, and then I go forward. You see how much of a turning circle this is, okay? Now if I had the ability to, which I don't, if I had the ability to, if I could step on that right brake as I'm turning, I could essentially just basically do a 180 pivoting on one tire. So basically on this one tire over here, this right tire, I could essentially just basically from right here at a stand, or right here, step on that brake and I could swing that tractor, pivot that tractor completely 180 on that single tire. Now the only problem is, now the thing is, since Farming Sim does not have that ability, then it's really kind of a hard thing to show you, because essentially what I would have to do is I'd have to go out to one of our tractors, and yes, I say one of our tractors because I own, I live on a family farm, it's my family's farm, and we own tractors, and we own all the different things that you would see on like this farm. Not necessarily all of it, but let's just say we have a good portion of it that's identical, mostly identical to it. And everything. And one of the things that I would love to take and see is, that would be the only thing that I would love to take and see, is the independent braking. That right there, I would definitely love to see that, because that is an essential part of, pretty much that is an essential part of farming, is that ability to be able to turn. It would make things almost like, oh, okay, that's the exhaust, weird exhaust thing. It would almost make things like here, being able to turn around. If I had the ability to have independent brakes on this, then I could essentially just pick up, kind of move over a little bit, and then just whip around and go right back up. That would be the ideal thing. Now, unfortunately, since, like I said, the Giant thing doesn't essentially do that, then there are some limitations to what we can and cannot do. So, All right, we're gonna get going here, or we're going here. So it kind of looks like, judging by the time, this is gonna probably be a 2-episode on this field. As soon as we're done with this field, however, I will probably jump. I will probably do the rest of the fields myself, off camera, and everything. And I actually had a question. I do have a Twitch channel. Would anybody be interested when I'm doing these off of YouTube? When I'm not recording on YouTube, would anybody like to see, me doing, the rest of the fields and stuff on that? Because I could probably stream this. I don't know when I would be able to stream it. See, I would have to take and say, don't hold me to streaming it. What I do, the rest of the time. But I could probably try to stream the stuff that I do off camera and everything. And then I'd probably come back and record. I'd probably end the stream and then come back and record the next episode, and then would probably do another stream maybe later on to do it. And I take and say, don't get me. I don't have a streaming schedule. I kind of rarely stream, but I just kind of had an afterthought here that while I'm, while it's okay to, while it's okay for me to do a lot of the stuff off camera, because I mean, it would just be me running around and around this field and running around the next field. I mean, and you'd probably have what, 6 episodes of nothing but doing all the fields. I mean, with the sowing and the cultivating, I mean, it was pretty quick for one field, but that would almost potentially be an episode of field. And then this one, the way it's shaping up, it's probably going to be, with this little guy, it's probably going to be, 2-3 episodes a field. If not potentially 4, like with the larger fields. So just drop me a comment if you wouldn't mind watching, every once in a while, me doing some of the stuff off camera, or if it doesn't matter to you, don't worry about it or anything, and everything. I don't mind. Alright. Now we're going to have a lot of baling, but baling in general is probably going to go pretty quick. I wonder why we missed that. I pulled out far enough to hit that. Oh well. So anyway, I think, folks, with me running down this side, I'm going to end this episode here. And I'm going to probably pick this up in the next episode. So I will probably, we'll go until we get full. Maybe maybe at the end of next episode, if I'm still doing this field, I will probably just finish this field, get the others, or I'll finish this field and I'll wait a little while to see what the comments are on the stream. But if comments don't come, then I probably will not I probably will not. Wow, that thing has a very short thing. I'm thinking about switching this truck out. I really don't. Don't like the engine note on it. You know, I really don't like the engine note on it. I think I can probably turn off the. I can probably turn off. How did I get in that one? Can I get in the combine? Thank you. So yeah. So anyway, folks, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end this episode here. Next, and like I said, we'll continue this field in the next episode. Um, I will wait. After the net, I will definitely wait. Depending on if we finish this field in the next episode, or if I have to finish it off camera. But before I do the other two fields, I will definitely wait to hear your read your comments on whether or not you would like um, me to live stream that. Um, and like I said, I won't wait too long to read your comments, but I will wait a little bit. So, but anyway, so yeah, so we'll finish this field in the next probably in the next episode, or if not the next episode, I'll finish it off. I'll finish just this one off camera, and then I'll wait for your comments. So anyway, until next time, I'm Hard Truck One, and I'll see you next time. Laters.